Yo, today we are here with DMTPA for the MOFS Select Sidebar. How you doing today, fella?
I'm awesome, man. I'm awesome. I'm awesome. Yes, fella, I'm awesome.
That's good.
I'm
That's
awesome.
good. I'm catching at like 10 p.m. over there, but I mean, you did say you would like draw all night anyway, so
Yeah, I draw till morning. We draw till morning, man. We don't sleep
yeah,
until we're done.
sleeps for the week, bro. I guess. But I guess we can start first off with what does TPA mean? I guess for you.
DMTPA is more of a tribute to my younger self, actually.
Oh.
DMTPA, it's kind of nonsense. It's garbage, actually. If I were to explain it right now, what it actually means,
Okay, so I mean,
it's
like I would
nonsense.
have no idea. But that's basically what it is.
Okay, DMTPA, it's an abbreviation, obviously.
Yeah.
DM. Well, when I was younger, I wanted to work for Marvel. I wanted to work for Marvel or
Yeah.
DC. Travel abroad and draw comic books for DC or Marvel because I was in love with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to draw, maybe be one of the artists, whatever.
Yeah.
So the DM in DMTPA means Dude Marvel. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it meant Dude Marvel since I wanted to draw for Marvel, and then I changed it when I was entering high school, and then there was TPA. TPA means the Phantom Artist.
Okay.
Again,
Okay.
it was just me randomizing words to make them, sound cooler. The Phantom Artist, it sounded cool.
Yeah, I got you.
It's, it sounded cooler when I was younger. Okay, so then I had TPA, and then after high school, I realized, that was really, really dumb on me. And then with the Dude Marvel part, the DM Dude Marvel, I ended up like deciding that, you know what, if I wanted to create my own characters as while working for Marvel, it wasn't gonna be an easy journey
Yep.
to just create characters and have my own world, my own creative world inside Marvel. And I was like, yo, that's like, I can't do that, man. I can't. It's impossible. At the time, it's very impossible. It's still impossible right now to have the creative freedom to create all these characters in Marvel because I created an entire universe that was gonna put inside Marvel, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna work for Marvel. I'm gonna be just an independent artist. But then the DMTPA stuck with me, so it was more of a tribute of the entire journey on how to figure out the name. So then, yeah, that's how I came up with DMTPA.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
We got the whole story, bro. Okay.
Eh,
I guess that also,
There's gonna be a lot of stories.
I was gonna say
There's
that
gonna be a lot
also,
of
like, I
stories.
guess, like, correlates into my first question is like, how did you get into art and making comics? That also kind of like answers that. But I mean, if you have more to that, if you have more to say about how you got into art, you
Yes.
can.
Yeah, how I got into art is a whole different story. Also,
Oh, okay.
it's a whole different
Drop
story.
it,
Also,
bro. Drop it. Let's hear
uh, okay, how I got into art. Okay, I was doing grade two, second grade for you guys. I was doing grade two,
Okay.
and I was a very, very, I was a troublemaker basically. As a kid, I was a
Mm.
very, very troublesome kid,
Yup.
and I used to like bunk classes. I didn't go to classes. I used to be sneaking around, sneaking out of classes. Just doing all sorts of stuff.
Oh.
And then while I was doing that in grade two, I failed. I failed grade two. I got held back. Okay, I failed grade two because of how playful I was.
Yeah.
So the people I used to be friends with, I used to, bunk out the classes with, they got through. They got through. They went to the the third grade, and others changed schools, and then I was left alone. Man, I was left
Damn.
alone. And during that year where we were busy playing around, messing around with other kids, I was drawing. They got me into art. Okay, it was during the days of Dragon Ball Z when people were used to drawing Dragon Ball Z back in the days. Everybody was drawing Dragon Balls. At some point in life, we were all drawing Dragon Balls. So I was drawing Dragon Balls. So I was just following in the hype. And then I failed grade two, and then I was left alone. I was left alone. It was just me, pencil, paper, and I started drawing, man. I drowned myself in drawing. I ended up loving it more than I expected it to love it. I ended up getting good. I drew, man. I drew the whole year without any friends whatsoever. I went to the third grade, continued drawing, fourth grade, and then in fourth grade, that's when I started creating stories. I was doing like I was how old was I? I think I was like 10 or 12, if I'm not mistaken. I was creating my own stories, my own comic books. Yeah, and then continued on. I created more stories and more stories all the way to the DMTPA, finding a name and stuff.
Okay. I see. Yeah, it is different. It is different. Yeah. So,
Yeah, it is, man. It
yeah.
is.
Speaking of Marvel, though, how you feeling about the current Marvel, MCU comics? How you feeling about it? Or have you not been
Mm,
keeping up with it?
But the comic books, the only thing I usually keep up with these days now, I'm a DC fan. I ended up
Okay.
becoming a DC fan the majority of the time. Growing up, I ended up becoming a DC fan. So I'm more updated with DC than
Okay.
Marvel. I don't really love Marvel that much, man. But
Yeah.
as I said before, the DMTPA is more like a tribute to the younger
True. True.
version of
True.
myself. So yeah, the DMTPA. It might sound dumb, but the DMTPA, I found DMTPA more of a good name than just Dude Marvel, the Phantom Artist. So DMTPA is actually a good name. In the end, it's a tribute, like I said before.
Yeah.
But I don't really like Marvel that much.
Okay.
I'm not a Marvel fan. I'm a DC fan, man.
Okay.
Favorite
Okay.
superhero is the Flash, and
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. So like you don't watch any like the Marvel movies or the DC movies or anything like that, or you just keep the comics.
Honestly, for me, Marvel, I stopped watching Marvel after the Endgame, man. It all
Understandable.
went to hell. It all went to hell after that. I don't know.
Honestly,
I don't
understandable.
know. Yeah, I kept up with other movies like Homecoming. I kept up with
Spider
with
Man.
other stuff. Yeah, I kept up with all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But man, like I haven't watched Captain America: the Brave New World. There's a lot of stuff at Marvel I haven't watched. The
True.
last thing I watched at Marvel was She-Hulk, and the only reason I watched She-Hulk was because of Daredevil. Man, Daredevil is
Yeah.
my favorite Marvel superhero, and dog, yo, it's like they knew that most of the people who are gonna be watching were just gonna be watching for Daredevil, and then after Daredevil, I just stopped. I stopped
Yeah.
watching Marvel, man. Just I can't. I was always wondering, like, the cinematic universe for Marvel,
Yeah.
like all these characters they had, and then I was wondering, like, how are they gonna continue with the story? There has to be an end at some point in time. Like, there has to be an end. They can't just, okay, you can reboot and try different ideas, but how are you gonna continue? And they continued, and now it's just, I don't know, man. It's a
All over the
mess, man.
place.
It's
Yeah. I mean,
it's a,
yeah.
it's a mess.
Yeah. From what I know, it's just that like since obviously there was a point in time when Marvel had to like sell everything to all their characters. That's why it's so messed up.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
with
yeah.
Spider
They
Man.
had to sell their characters. Yeah, yeah.
I hate what
They
they do
can't
with
do
the
anything
Spider
with
Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I
They
hate it,
can't do
bro.
with anything. It's a mess, man.
Yeah, it's like
It's a mess.
they need to get Spider Man back, but Sony is not gonna let that happen, bro. Sony is
Even with the Hulk, even with the Hulk, man, they can't make any movies with the Hulk, a solo movie. I know they're in
exactly.
talks now to making a solo Hulk movie, but like, bro, like the Incredible. I love the Incredible. Not like most people. I don't know if most people like the Incredible Hulk,
But the
but I loved the Incredible Hulk, man.
yeah, like the movie
This was
or the
the
character
movie. The
itself.
movie.
I did too. I did too.
The
Yeah.
the movie. I
Yeah.
love that movie, man. It was a dope movie. The design of Hulk, everything was just a dope movie to me. I don't know how it didn't get the love that other MCU characters and movies have right
Mm,
now. And most people are only noticing the Incredible Hulk now when they already butchered the Hulk in the MCU.
yeah.
Man, they butchered the Hulk, man. They butchered the Hulk,
Yeah,
man.
because like it went from like Hulk and Bruce Banner, then out of nowhere Professor Hulk, and then it's just yeah, it's so
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah, man.
But yeah, it's like
I didn't
it is
like
what it
that.
is. So you haven't seen the new Daredevil series yet? Damn,
I haven't seen the new
I haven't either.
Daredevil. Actually, Daredevil is my favorite Marvel superhero. Actually,
Yeah, I need to watch the
he's
new
my
one
favorite.
too. It's like Born Again or whatever. I'm trying to watch that, but I haven't seen it yet.
I've watched the first one, the Netflix
Ooh,
one.
yeah, that
I
was
loved
peak.
that. I loved how it was grounded, man. The
Exactly.
fights, the stakes were always high, man. That one, I loved that one,
Yeah,
man. I loved it.
that was peak Marvel, and then they canceled it.
Ah,
They
man,
canceled like
I was like,
half all of the Netflix shows. They canceled all of them, but I mean, most of them were
yeah,
not great after Daredevil. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, they canceled most of the Marvel's Defenders, Iron Fist. Even though I didn't like Iron Fist, I didn't
Yeah,
like Iron Fist. The Defenders, they canceled a lot of them. That entire universe they were trying to build, and then they canceled it.
yeah, because like they weren't. It was since it wasn't MCU until it became MCU.
Yeah, until it came MCU. But that
Yeah,
was a good show, man. It was a really good
yeah.
show.
Daredevil show is peak Marvel shows without a doubt.
Yeah, it is. Without a doubt, man. It
So
is.
I guess going to DC, you watching that new Superman movie, or what?
I am. Of course I am. I'm all in
Same,
for it.
exactly,
Doc, I'm a DC fan. I'm a DC fan, man. I'm a diehard DC fan. I'm gonna watch it. Of course I'm
exactly.
gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it
Okay.
because I want to see what James Gunn's gonna do to it. I know everyone's like, bro, Zack Snyder, Superman. Like
Yeah. So
Cavill was
I,
good, just not that
yeah,
Superman wasn't good. Like the
yeah, uh,
how he was made wasn't good. I'll say that. Like I don't like the super dark Superman what they were going for. Not the vibe.
I would have hoped they went for the Dark Superman after after when the timeline the
Mhm.
Dark timeline the Dark universe. Yeah, I would have loved to see that darker version of Superman, like in the
Exactly.
in Justice, when Lois Lane is already dead and all the type of stuff happens with the dark
Yeah,
side
that
and
would have
all
been
the type
cool.
there.
But we just
Yeah, that
got
would have been
regular
cool.
dark Superman for no reason.
Yeah, it would have been a good change as character wise for him to start off, like this hopeful superhero, not darker version of what he was, hopeful, and then Lois Lane
Mhm.
dies and all that stuff, and then he becomes darker. And then they
Yeah.
introduced that other timeline. It would have been nice to see that, but
Yeah,
what they
but
did,
we got what we
I
got,
wasn't a fan.
Yeah, it was a shame. I mean,
I,
like, I did think like Cavill like fit him physically, but like I don't know,
yeah,
like
they did.
they didn't really give him like a good like script. I'd say.
Yeah, they did. But Cavill is I don't know even for new characters for this new Superman. Yeah, he's a great Superman. He's got the features right. But yeah, without a doubt, Cavill was Superman.
Yeah, Cavill
Cavill was
for
Superman.
sure like built perfectly for
Yeah,
Superman. I'd even say
he was.
like going back like because I recently watched like Smallville, like the prequel to Superman or whatever, like where he
Yeah,
becomes Superman.
yeah.
I feel yeah, Tom Welling was also perfectly built to be Superman too. But I mean, definitely Henry Cavill was it. Cavill was it for sure. Just
Yeah, he was.
wrong time because it was like the current time of like when they were making that shit, it was like perfect darkness era pretty much. So it was kind of like a
Yeah,
product of the time.
yeah. With the whole Transformers, with these new movies being pumped out, Iron Man left, right, and center.
Yeah,
It was dark. Even the Incredible Hulk was dark.
yeah,
It, yeah, it was dark. Yeah, it
yeah,
was
yeah.
dark.
Like Iron Man was also like if you actually like pay attention and actually look at what Iron Man was doing, yeah, it was kind of messed up. It was kind of messed up.
Yeah, it was. It was. It was.
So
It
it's
was
like
that
yeah,
era.
it
I think that.
understandable that DC was trying to like I wouldn't say copy, but like be influenced by that because it was working over there. So,
Yeah, it was.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited for what James Gunn's gonna do with Superman, especially since like
Me too,
it's
man.
actually hopeful looking. It's
Yeah, it is. It
it's
is.
very
Even
Superman.
with the even with the the Lanson series that's coming out from HBO.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hear he's
I'm
like
up
I
for
hear
that.
he's gonna be like super old. Like Hal Jordan's gonna be super old, bro.
Yeah, I heard that too. I didn't
Yeah,
like that actually, but I'm gonna be like, let me not judge too
yeah.
quickly.
Let
Let me
me.
just see how
Yeah,
it works
I
out.
think I mean I hope they do like they just obviously like introduce Jon Stewart. That would be good too. If they just do
That'll
that,
be good. Yeah, it is.
they get him in there, and obviously make him like I'd say like make Jon Stewart like the current Green Lantern, like as in like
Cancel
Hal Jordan.
of that universe.
Yeah, like Hal
Yeah,
Jordan's like
yeah,
just like his like overseer or some shit like that. I feel like or that or like he passes it on, something like that. That would be better. That would be better.
Yeah, it would be, but in terms of of the timeline of how
Yeah,
characters are gonna interact with each other,
might be an
I don't
interesting.
know how that's gonna go. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know how
that
that's
is
gonna go,
that
but
is
I'm gonna
problematic. I'm hopeful.
yeah. Mm.
Hope that James
But
Gunn
let's
knows
see
what
how
he's
let's
doing.
see what happens. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's see what
it's
happens. Yeah,
soon, so I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. It's soon. That's all. It's soon. As for like the last Marvel movie I watched, I think I watched Thunderbolts. But I mean, I'm pretty much like caught up with most Marvel
I
stuff.
heard it's good.
Yeah,
I
Thunderbolts
heard
was
it's good.
surprisingly better than I thought it was gonna be. Like that's it. I am waiting for Fantastic Four. I want Fantastic Four to be good. Like that's like the next one. If Fantastic Four ain't good, I'm probably gonna stop watching Marvel. I'm not gonna lie. Until they
Yeah, how
drop
do you
another Spider.
stop watching Marvel?
If
God, most
Fantastic,
of us stopped like back in.
yeah, bro. But it's like I want it to be good, bro. I'm coping over here, bro. Dude, it's like
So you're trying to tell me that you watched most of the shows
yes,
they were pumping
no.
out? Ah,
Wait,
damn.
hold on. The only shows I watched were the first season of Loki, because Loki's actually a decent character they made. Tom Hiddleston's actually just a good actor. I'll say that. Let me correct that. Tom Hiddleston's a good actor. So I watched the first season of Loki. I haven't watched the second season, but I was spoiled for the second season, so I'm like kind of man watching it. I watched Moon Knight because that was actually interesting. That was a whole random character I never actually really knew. I think that's it. I haven't
I
watched the
did
new.
watch.
Wait, what?
You didn't watch She-Hulk?
No,
You
I
didn't
did.
watch
I did
She-Hulk?
not watch She-Hulk. I avoided that shit like the
Ah.
plague, bro. Yeah, I skipped She-Hulk. I also like skipped a Hawkeye show, but it's also because like it wasn't also just all about Hawkeye, so it's like why would I watch it? Um,
Miss Marvel?
I Miss Marvel. I skipped that. I skipped that.
What else? What's the show about this chick? This deaf chick from Hawkeye? From Hawkeye?
Oh, I don't even know, bro. Like I didn't watch
Ah,
Hawkeye.
God.
I didn't watch Hawkeye, bro. I know. Like Kate Bishop's in it, like the new Hawkeye, but it's just like I don't
Yeah.
care, bro. I'm waiting for fucking Spider-Man to come back. I'm waiting for the next like Into the Spider-Verse movie. That shit's not gonna happen. Like that shit's taking 40 years. Those are good.
They're busy delaying it, man. They're busy delaying it.
Yo,
I heard I heard it's about this guy, the lead actor, the voice actor. Who's this guy?
oh yeah,
This guy's name.
yeah. He
With all the
was
shit that went down
yeah,
with
he was
him.
doing some weird stuff.
Yeah, he was doing. Yeah. I heard
Yeah,
that.
he
I
tried
heard
to
that.
hit on like
Yeah.
all like the spider like the Spider-Man love interest voice actors and shit. It's like, dog, half of them were engaged, so it's like no shot they were gonna reject you, bro.
Why even try, man? Just why even try? I don't understand some
I
people,
get
man.
it, like
Just why even
like
try?
I get like going out with your like coworker, but it's also kind of weird, you know? It's like someone in your same like
Yo.
so it's not like you have to like go like shoot like in a different area, you know? But it's like these people know you like probably as like like they're probably on like a sibling level, bro. Like that's probably how it feels in like recording with someone like that. So it's like, duh. This shit's not gonna translate. You like I know he went after Gwen. He went after who was it? The one girl from like the actual like Tom Holland movies, like the love interest for like the first movie. I know that as well. It's like, dude, give it up, bro. Give it up, bro.
It's just weird, man. It's just
Yeah,
weird, man.
yeah.
It's
Oh, yo, I
it's
honestly,
really weird.
yeah, dead ass. It's just like I'm waiting for it to come back, but it's like I already know that shit's gonna be so awkward when it comes back. It's just like they really have to record like probably like intimate scenes, probably like with each other after this, and it's just like the guy that tried to hit on you a couple months ago.
It's giving me Ezra Miller vibes, man.
Oh, I
Ezra
fucking hate
with the
Ezra
whole-
Miller.
Yeah,
Yo, I hated that the fact that like DC was still like open to working with him after all the crazy shit he did. It's like I better see a different Flash, like actual actor, bro. I better see this. We better not see Ezra Miller back in this motherfucker, bro. Better not.
I didn't like Ezra Miller. I like his character, the Flash character, since
Yeah.
he's my favorite character, anyways. But yeah, man,
I just don't
he
like
did
Ezra
that,
Miller as
man.
an actor. I like as a person. Let's just go even crazy. As a person, Ezra Miller is a
As a
terrible
person,
individual,
yeah.
bro. Like, what is
Yeah.
it? You know that
Hopefully-
that mid like Flash TV show, that guy would have been a better Flash. I forgot his name.
Grant would have been perfect. Grant would have been perfect,
yeah.
man.
He would have been a better
Grant
Flash,
would have been
TV
perfect.
like TV and movie Flash. He actually was a better Flash, which is correct.
He was.
The show wasn't great, but I mean, he was a better Flash.
The show wasn't great, but he was the Flash, man. Grant Gustin knew how to play the Flash. He knew how to be Flash, man.
Yeah,
the show did him dirty. The show did him dirty
because they just tried to do too much.
It wasn't consistent. It wasn't consistent.
Oh, yeah.
Man, they did my dog bad, man. They did my dog wrong. Flash is my favorite character, man.
Yo, it's like a lot of the CW shows they did terrible, bro.
They did them terrible. You know, the first season of The Flash, I loved it.
Oh yeah, same.
I loved it. Perfect.
Like
second season, loved it. When shit started going down was when it was after Savitar. After that, I was like, man, man.
Maybe we could have wrapped this up, bro. We could have wrapped this up or done like the Infinite Crisis thing earlier. Cause like I know while they were doing that, they were doing Arrow, which I really loved Arrow. I loved Arrow so much. Like I was like 5-6 seasons in, loved Arrow. Then this shit was like, how much random shit can we do? Yes. It's just like okay.
It became ridiculous, man. They didn't know what to do.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like you can end this shit. You can end it. Like I might be a big fan of Arrow, whatever. You can end this shit, bro. You can stop. No, so let's drag it out.
Everything, just.
Let's drag it out.
Like, what?
So
that is dragging. They should have just stopped.
Yeah, it's like just stop.
Know when to stop. Know when to stop. Not. It was all about money. If they don't stop now, it's all about money.
I mean, yeah, they were making a lot of money. I mean, there was like those shows were doing crazy numbers. I mean, that's why like Flash had like 10 plus seasons. Same with Arrow, but it's just like that's why. But it's just like I don't know, bro. Like a lot of like those shows, they have like zero idea what to do later on. Like they do solid like first like 2-3 seasons, and then it is everything just like shits the bed. With the CW shows, was correct. The CW shows are after like the first 2 seasons probably horrific or very horrific. I know. Go ahead.
They take the CW shows, man. It's like they in the first 3 seasons they do it with love and caring and they're just doing it for the love of the game about creating stories, and then after that, man, I don't know, man. It's a mess, man. It's just.
I know about the Batwoman show. Never touched that. I know that was gonna be terrible before I even watched it.
I watched the 2 episodes, then stopped. It just.
Yeah,
I'm wrong. I didn't watch actually 2 episodes. I watched the first Batwoman.
Because it was two actors. Yeah, it was 2 actresses, bro. Yeah, because
then when there was the second actress, I was like, "What? What happened?"
Yeah, it's like because it was like a white woman and they changed it to a black woman. It was just like, dog, what was the point? Why don't you just redo the show at that point? Like,
yo, dog. Now you're reminding me of something. It's about Batwoman. DC once wanted to make a movie about Batwoman. They had a photo shoot and everything. Cameras are rolling, everything. Do you know that?
I did not know about that.
There was a Batwoman movie that was cancelled. Yes, there was a Batwoman movie that was cancelled.
Oh my!
I was like, oh no, it wasn't a Batwoman. It was a Batgirl movie. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. It was a Batgirl movie.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a Batgirl movie. It was cancelled. It was going to be released by HBO apparently, and it was cancelled. And then I was like, DC, man, that's just
an even worse show. The Teen Titans show. That was horrific in my personal opinion.
Yeah, me too. I only watched the first season.
I didn't. I watched like maybe 3 episodes. I was like, yeah, no. I mean, I think like the actor that played Nightwing looked at like he kind of gave off the vibes of Dick Grayson, Nightwing, you know. But it's just like the show, the writing, ass. Like it was terrible, bro. Like
I did like Beast Boy's character also.
Yeah, like I mean, some of the characters definitely were like probably like were really like good cast. It's just that like my goodness, what the hell was that show? Like, I know Raven looked like Raven, but I mean that
Yeah,
you know,
Raven looked like Raven.
yeah.
Yes, Raven
Starfire was
looked
just
like
black,
Raven.
you know. Just make her
Was
black.
actually, I don't have a problem with Starfire being black, but I
Yeah.
have a problem with Starfire being really, really dark skinned.
Yeah, cuz like I mean I feel like if I feel like light skinned Starfire would
Yeah,
make sense, as in like, you know, like brown,
light skinned.
like light skinned
Yeah, light
brown,
skinned.
you know, not like how dark, not like
Dark skinned.
not the
Yeah.
shit on her or anything. It's just like
No,
she
she's a
was
great actress. No,
definitely
she is.
not
But
the
for the
person for the role, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Because like I understand like hiring because for like talent, but it's just like you gotta at least hire for like, you know, the like at least looks to some degree, you know.
character you're playing.
Yeah, because like they got everyone else like pretty much spot on, and then they just make Starfire's really black, pretty dark skin, you know. It's like, oh well, you know, that works for some characters. That's fine for some characters.
It was, yeah, I didn't like that. If she was light skinned, I wouldn't have minded if she was light skinned, but she was too dark for the character.
Yeah, because Starfire definitely could like easily pulls off like being light skinned, especially based on like, you know, that like Dick Grayson is like the counterpart. You know, I feel like that's a vibe right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. It is. It is. Most
He
definitely, it is.
yeah. Well, I think we should continue with my actual question because we haven't talked about that shit at all. Dude, it's been like
Just
25
blabbering
minutes.
about Marvel and DC.
I mean, it's a good topic. We could talk a while for this, bro. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
But I guess like what inspires you to make monsters on the same chaos or yeah, on the same chaos.
Okay.
Yeah. What inspired you to make that?
What inspired me to make Monsters in the Same Chaos? Okay, Monsters in the Same Chaos was an idea. Actually inspired by two ideas, actually. I had two different ideas for two different stories, and then I combined it and made Monsters in the Same Chaos.
Mm.
Monsters on the Same Chaos was inspired by two shows I had. One was gonna be a show about, I don't know if this is, oh no, this is not a spoiler. If you read the other two episodes, I feel like other people read it, but you didn't. So, if you read the two other episodes, it's actually explained in the third episode what
Okay.
actually happened on the first episode, where he sees himself sleeping and then he wakes up.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
gonna be it was gonna be a show about spirit walking, like projections, like
Oh,
astral
like
projection,
yeah, okay.
getting out of your body. Yeah. So it was gonna be a show about getting out of your body, astral projection, and then killing off these monsters that live in a realm called the chaos. It's a realm. I didn't want to call it the spirit realm, so I called it the chaos. They live in this realm called the chaos, where
Mm.
everything happens, where time and matter is just all mushed together, and these monsters exist. And then another idea was gonna be another show called Overdose. I had another show called Overdose. It was gonna be a show about people gaining abilities from eating these pills, a bunch of pills. This guy finds a bunch of pills and then eats them, and then he starts hallucinating, and he can't make sense of what's real and what's not. And then the show follows him along as he tries to make sense of that entire thing. And then there was gonna be a twist at the end where I leave the readers, like if figuring it out for themselves whether everything that he saw was real or it wasn't real, and
Hmm.
then be open for a second season or whatnot. It was gonna be
Okay.
a short story, so I combined those two ideas, so to make monsters on the same chaos. So basically, this guy battles this monster's gene in this world, and he has insomnia, so he can't make sense of what's going on, whether
Hmm.
it's real or it's not real.
See.
And then I make stories, man. I've been making stories, so it's just one of those things where I combine two stories to make one. I have another show actually called Jamal Brown. It's ongoing on Webtoon. It's an ongoing series. But I wanted to, for the contest, I wanted to put this one out there to show people that I have other ideas. I want to make more ideas, more shows and stuff. So I made Monsters on the Same Chaos.
Okay. A lot of stuff there. A lot of stuff being put into this one, I guess. That's what it is. Okay.
I summarized it, but
Yeah, I
yeah,
got you.
it is a lot of stuff.
I
It is a
got
lot
you.
of stuff.
So obviously, I hear that, like, you know, you said that you can do other stuff, but is there any like other genres you would like to, you know, make a series in? Like, I know you're doing like action or whatever right now. Is there like any particular genre you'd love to start making a series about in the future, or are you just sticking with action?
Um, I think there is a genre. I think it's romance. I would want to make sure about romance. There is an idea I have about a romantic show,
Okay.
but it's a dark romantic show. It's not your typical love story, happy ending type of stuff. Now it's a dark romantic show about, yeah, it is. Yeah, I would like to make a show about in a genre of romance. There is an idea based on that, but to pull it off, or when I pull it off,
Oh,
let
when?
me say
Okay.
let me say it like that. When I pull it off, I think a lot of people are gonna hate me for it. The people are gonna be divided of what I'm gonna be showing out to the world. But
Hmm.
hey, it's what happens. So
What it
people
is.
are, yeah, it is what it is. People are gonna band you. People are gonna band against you. So yeah, it is what it is.
I see. I see. So you have some interesting ideas for a romance series. You know, that's a very saturated market. So hopefully, I mean, you got to stand out in that one. You know, I mean, same with action, but you just got to stand out in romance. Romance is even worse to get a series out there. You know, it's so like
Yeah.
it's so saturated, bro. There's so many routes you could do, and a lot of it's been done. You know, it's you got to do something crazy. So okay, okay, but uh I guess we could ask, what's one thing you'd like to improve on? You know, your art, your writing. Like, what's the main thing you'd want to improve on?
So one thing I want to improve on, I have this motto, this saying I live by, as it's more like, it's more like what I'm in love with actually.
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of in love with the simplicity in art and storytelling actually. So what I mean by that is that I don't want to do too much because too much of good things is actually bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to keep things a little bit simple. Not that I don't want to improve in my art style and writing wise, but I feel like the way things are going in this world of ours right now, it's everything. People are always striving for the complexity in things like having a good art style, having great writing. If you can just keep it simple and on point, I feel like it can have a greater impact. Just to keep it simple, just to show to people that you don't even need to be one of the greatest of all times in art to make a cool story. Anyone can do it, you know. So if I can improve on something, I wanna improve in my writing. If I could say, I wanna improve in my writing, building my characters.
Yeah.
That's having. Actually, I want people to relate more to my characters. If I can do that, people can relate more to my characters. I feel like I can get a lot of people's trust and hearts into my craft, and then I don't know if I'm making any sense, but let me put it like this: I want to improve in just my characters, the way they are, like, yeah, I want to improve on character writing actually, not just writing stories and not, but a good story. There are good stories, but I feel like a good story and good characters, then you have a good product over there. Without the without let's say an art style is horrible. Take
Yeah.
take 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 the creator of One Punch Man. Take the creator of One Punch Man. I'm not talking
One.
about.
Yup.
I'm not.
You're talking about his
I'm not
web
talking about.
comic. You know, his web comic,
He's
the
exactly
original. Yeah, the
exactly
original.
the reason exactly. That's what I want done. That's what I want
Yeah.
done. Exactly.
I.
Perfect example. Just like the web comic. The web comic is, you might say it's trash. It's trash, but the
Yeah.
story, man, the characters, man.
Yeah.
I wish people took One Punch Man more deeper than what it is. Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
action comedy,
Yeah.
but
Like
man,
it's.
One Punch Man,
Yeah.
man.
Like One Punch Man is like it's like it's supposed to be like obvious. It's supposed to be predictable. Like that's the whole thing in terms of like how a fight's gonna happen. You know, but there's it's deeper than that. It's like, of
The
course,
characters,
yeah,
Saitama, the struggles he's facing, just I like that character wise. Yeah, the story, you can have a simple concept of a story, But the characters, man, if you relate more to the characters, man, I'm telling you, the story he's on a different level, man. I wanna make
Hmm.
people connect to my characters. If I can make that, if I can improve on that, then man, I, I
Yeah.
have I have I have one I have a solid thing going on.
Hmm.
If I can improve on writing my characters, having people to relate more to these characters, falling in love with these characters, I have a solid thing going on there. That's the one thing I want to improve on. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, okay, I agree, especially with the one, I guess like example, because it's like one really, especially if you look at his webcomic, it's
Yeah.
definitely, it definitely doesn't look great, but he knows exactly what he wants, and that's why, like the goat Yusuke Murata can
Murata,
can
man, the
like
goat,
can
man.
can look at the webcomic and get like obviously the details from one and know exactly what to like draw for one. So it's like, of course, of course, one knows exactly like how to like one knows how to draw. It's just more like he knows art direction. I guess that's a more like an example to say. He knows how to like direct his art. It might not be good, but he knows how to direct it though. Like he knows what he wants. I like that. I like one.
Yusuke is a goat. Yusuke is a goat, man. Yusuke is a goat.
Exactly.
Some of his panels are like animation.
Yeah.
Like when you flip, it's like he's animating. The nigga's crazy. He's
Yo,
crazy.
I
It's like
know.
he's
I know.
animating the shit. He's crazy.
Yeah, like I know he's also done like like I wouldn't say, I don't know about covers, but like art for like Spider-Man and a bunch of Marvel and DC stuff. He is literally probably like, as of right now, like top 5 artists like currently making series without a doubt. Like Yusuke
Without a
Murata is
doubt,
him.
dog.
Is
Without a
him.
doubt. He even made a short animation for One Punch Man once in a
Yeah,
while.
I know he made like he made an animation as well. Like he was gonna do like, I don't know about an anime, but like he was gonna like animate something, and that was just like just him and a couple of people. It's like, yeah, Yusuke Murata is him, bro. That's all you gotta know.
Crazy. He's crazy. He's not a human, man. It's not
Yeah,
human. He's like
Yusuke Murata is a machine. That's what Yusuke
he,
Murata is, bro.
he gives me the vibes of Ichiro Oda Sensei. He gives me the vibe of Oda Sensei. It's those people that just, I don't know, man. They scare me, man. They scare me.
Yeah,
Oda scares me, man.
like
Ichiro
or
Oda has
Oda has his
it,
style. It's like that. That's how you know. It's like it's Oda. Like
but
that's
dog,
how
these
it is.
people aren't human, man. These mangakas out here aren't human,
Yeah,
man.
like all these like mangas that like especially can get these series made in such a like pristine like way. Like I understand they probably have teams, they have like assistants, they have people to do this, that, whatever, but again, this is like they have to like work on top of his art. Like Oda, like all of his assistants or whatever, they have to work on top of his art. So like the base of everything is his art. Same with Yusuke. Like Yusuke Murata, same thing. Everyone works on top of his art, even if he does have assistants. I don't really know, but he probably does. Let's be honest. Like all these like big manga probably
You
have
can't.
yeah. Like same with like
You can't, man.
yeah. Like you can't like not do what Yusuke Murata does and not have assistants. Like respectfully, bro, you gotta have assistants.
And with the deadlines they have, man, you
Yeah.
can't, man. You
Yo,
can't.
someone else that needs assistance, or someone that does need assistance, Togashi. Yu Yu Hakusho,
Oh yeah.
Hunter x Hunter, brother.
Yeah.
Just get an
Yeah.
assistant.
Yeah.
Just get a couple
Get-
assistants, bro. This is why you're taking forever, bro. Just get some assistants. I understand you want to do this all yourself. Get some assistants, bro. Come on, brother.
Even the mangaka for Chainsaw Man, but the mangaka for Chainsaw Man
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
put in much detail in his panels. He
yeah.
doesn't put in much detail in his panels. His
Understandable.
characters are always simplified.
Yeah.
No
But,
shadows,
yeah,
nothing. It's just
yeah. And then look at the impact Chainsaw Man had.
yeah, simple.
And also
One,
the art the author's insane. But there's that point too. But I mean that's different. Like Fujimoto is a being. I'll say that. Yeah, he exists. Remember that
These
time he
people are
tried to
crazy, man.
levitate? He tried to fly.
These people, dog, these people are human. I'm telling you. These
Yeah,
people aren't
I mean,
human,
yeah,
man.
Fujimoto definitely ain't human like at all. But like, yeah, it's like
These
it's
people aren't
a lot
human.
of these manga are some interesting individuals, bro. Oh man, but Last
You know, when
question.
you do something so good and people say you're not human, you got something
Yeah,
good
you
going
got
on,
something
man.
going on, bro. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
If you do something like this and people say you're not human, even the pyramids from
Hmm.
Egypt or Giza or whatever, you make them so good and people assuming it was aliens who did them. And
Exactly.
you know you got something good going on,
Hmm.
man. You know you got
Hmm.
something good going on.
Well, I guess last question that I have,
Okay.
my main question: top 5 anime. Your favorite anime. You could also do manga or shows or movies, but like the main would be anime.
Main will be anime.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a top 10
Okay.
list of enemies, but it's not a precise listing of whether this one is number 2, this one number 3, number 4, whatnot.
I mean, you don't have to name them in order. Just like your favorite 5 anime. So it's like it doesn't have to be in order. It's just like which ones are your favorite.
Yeah. But I do have a number 1 though. I do have a number 1,
Okay.
the top spot. Number 1. I'm gonna start with it. My number 1 favorite anime is My First Girlfriend is a Girl.
My first girlfriend is a gal. That one.
Yeah,
Damn, that's
yeah.
that. Yo, I
I know
think
it's
no.
controversial.
It's funny because I think that's my friend's first romance anime. If I might be wrong there, but I know he loves that show too. It's like it's so funny to me that that's your favorite anime. It's like wow.
Yeah, that's my favorite. It's a wholesome anime, man. It's a slice of life, wholesome, funny comedy. It's just edgy. I love it, man. It's just I love it, man. I love it, man.
I
I
see.
love it.
I see.
I love it. And Yukana is my wife, man. But Yukana is just it's just I don't know. It's just she's all that, man. Yukana is just
Mm,
it's my wife.
I
Yukana.
see.
If I have an a figurine here, but it's not for Yukana. I couldn't get Yukana, but if I could get Yukana, man, I'm telling you, man. Get myself a Yukana here, life size doll, shit. Just it's just
Man wants
nothing
a
too freaky,
life-size doll of Yukana, bro. That's
not,
crazy.
nothing not, nothing not, nothing too freaky, dog. Maybe a poster there and there, just nothing too freaky. But just, if I could get myself one of those, just
Life-size
I'll be set,
doll. That's
man.
what he wants. That's what he wants.
Life size doll, guys. Life size doll. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, okay? Don't judge me.
I mean, I think
Let's move on.
realistically, everyone has one of those, bro. Everyone has one that what you would want, but like you wouldn't like actually want to get it, like, or you don't you want to make it seem like you don't want to get it. You'd be like, nah, I don't want that, but you actually do.
Um, I do. I want it, man. I want it, man. I'm gonna be transparent
I mean,
with you. I
hey,
want it.
you're
I want
transparent.
it.
Okay, okay. I
I
won't
want to
admit
be
I won't
transparent.
admit who mine is, but I'm not. But I mean, everyone has one. Let's keep it a stack, bro. Everyone has one that
Yeah,
you would get a
everyone
life
has
size
one.
doll before, bro. Not even like a body pillow, but life size doll, bro. Like, come on.
Life size dog. Life size dog.
All
Life
right.
size dog. Let's
Go
move on.
continue.
Let's
Yeah,
move
you
on.
got your
Okay.
first
Let's
one.
move on.
Got your first one.
Yeah, that's my number one. Okay. My second one. This one's no chronological order, so it's not number 2 or number 3, but
Yeah.
it's my favorite one. It's at 5. My other one is I gotta put One Punch Man there. We already
One
talked
Punch
about
Man.
it. Gotta put one.
Bet.
Yeah, One
Bet.
Punch
Bet.
Man.
Oh.
Gotta put One
Okay.
Punch Man there. My third one. Um, we gotta be Overlord. Overlord.
Ooh.
That's my
Okay.
third one.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah,
I like it. I think that's in my top 5 as well.
yeah, Overlord. I like Overlord. It didn't get me into Isekai. The show that got me into Isekai was Sword Art Online, but Overlord
Yeah.
is my favorite Isekai, man. It's my favorite
I
Isekai.
understand. I mean, yeah, like
Yeah.
Sword Art Online is just like popularized like the term isekai. It's like I personally don't view like Sword Art Online as like a full isekai. Like as in like he like physically leaves Earth and shit. But like
Uh,
again, it technically counts. Technically, it is a technicality there. You know.
in another world is an Isekai. That's how they describe them these
Yeah.
days. Just
Yeah, it's like I
yeah,
view it
I
as
love
like
it.
if I get reincarnated, if I get transported. But again, it's like I understand why,
He
So
got
it's
stuck. He got stuck there.
I mean he got mind stuck there. But I mean,
Yeah,
it
you
doesn't
got
matter.
minus stuff.
Like I understand Sword Art Online, a valid that got you into isekai, I guess. But it's like, you know, I get that makes that's I think I got a lot of people into isekai, but it's more like that either got a lot of people into isekai or turned them away from that forever. You know, those are the two options there, bro. That either wanted you to get
True,
more
true,
or not at all.
true, true. Because after watching Sword Art Online, I didn't watch any. I didn't even know there was a
That was
genre
the genre,
called
yeah.
isekai.
That was
Yeah, I didn't even watch
it's
other isekais. I just went on with my day. Then I found Overload, and then I got introduced into the world of. And then I started noticing a pattern. Like, wait, what up? Are there like shows that are like this? Then I read Solo Leveling back in 2020. I read Solo Leveling. I was like, yo, this is a whole genre of the stories. What the hell? Then I scrolled and scrolled, and I looked at more and more of the stories. I'm like, what? It's
hmm
a whole genre of the
Yo,
stories,
that
man.
is that's how it was for me. But it's like, you know, I didn't. I'm trying to remember. Did I watch? It was Sword Art Online like my first, like, you know, technical introduction to isekai. I don't even remember at this point. But like, I think I watched Sword Art Online because it was like the super popular show at the time. You know, everyone knew about Sword Art Online. You know, like I think that's why I
Hey, me
watched it.
too. Yeah, for sure,
But
for
it's just
sure,
like
for sure.
I don't think it was like my first like isekai like experience. You know, like I don't know. It's like it just felt like a fantasy show. If in all honesty, not
Yeah, dude.
but it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know what my like like the first like isekai show I would have watched after that would have been, because like I don't think it was Overlord. I think I watched Overlord a little later, but I don't think it was Overlord. That was my first isekai, proper isekai or whatever. But yeah,
Me
without a
was
doubt.
Overlord.
Yeah, it's like I isekai, like Overlord's in my top 5 without a doubt, but I don't know if it was my first isekai. It probably was not, because I've watched like so much, so much. It's bad, you know, how much I've
Yeah.
watched, you know. But yeah, it's like isekai. You either like it or you don't. There's no like in between, really, bro.
Yeah, I love isekais, man. Especially I love the twists also. I feel like that's the only thing, that's the only way they can be different nowadays. You just gotta have a twist in it. It shouldn't be all the same. It's all, nowadays it's all the same, man. It's
Oh
the
yeah,
same
without a
story,
doubt.
the same concept. You gotta have a twist in it, man. You
Oh,
just
without
gotta
a
have a
doubt. Yeah,
twist in it.
and it's like, you know, there's always like one or two a season. Like there's way too many, bro. There's way too many. But I'm still gonna watch them regardless, just to see if they're terrible or not. You know, that's what
Yeah.
that's like. You know, I say like there's too many, but I'm still gonna watch them. I
They're
don't
not that
care.
many. I've watched them too.
Yeah, it's
They're
like,
not that many.
yeah, like like they're slowly becoming less and less. But it's just like, hopefully in like, you know, a year or two, the solo leveling type of shows usurp the isekai shows. But I mean, they gotta get to those first. I'm waiting for a lot of those type of shows to show up to get me animated versions of
Um,
them.
yeah, with the success of Solo Leveling, Dog, yeah, for sure they're
Yeah,
coming.
I know.
They're coming with you.
I'm trying to remember. Like, I know. Do you know what omniscient reader is?
Something happened a few days ago. Webtoon posted a trailer for Omniscient Reader, but
Oh,
as a film, actually,
hmm,
as a film. I didn't like that. It's a film. It's a
interesting.
movie.
I mean, 'cause
I
it's
was
like, I
like,
don't know how much you're gonna be able to tell with a movie, for especially for omniscient reader, bro. You know, for omniscient reader, like there's too much in that series to make just a single film about it. You know, there's
yeah,
way too much shit.
I'm still confused. Maybe I saw it wrong. Maybe it's a
I
series. I don't
hopefully it's a
know.
series. What else is getting? I think what webtoon was it? It was like, hmm, I've read it before, but I don't remember what the hell it was called. But it was a popular webtoon at some point. I don't know if it still is, but it's just like there's webtoons getting animated, so like that's cool. But it's just like we need more, you know, webtoon animes, bro. Get these manhwas and their webtoons up, bro. There's too, like, they're way too
Yeah,
popular not to do it. Like, come on.
yeah, they're coming. It's gotta be waves and waves of enemies.
Yeah,
This coming
for
years. It's gotta
sure.
be waves, dog. It's gotta be waves.
Yeah,
It's coming.
yeah. Anyway, back to your top 5. I think we're on like
Okay,
2.
top three. Three. It's One
Oh,
Punch
oh,
Man,
Overlord. Yeah, yeah,
Overlord,
and
and My First Girlfriend's a Girl.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, Overlord, my favorite because of reasons. Got another wifey back there. I'm gonna let you guess who it is. You already know who it is.
Albedo.
uh,
Yep.
yeah, gotta be okay.
Not surprising.
My fourth one is. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro.
It's, I think I'm gonna have to say Tokyo Ghoul. Tokyo Ghoul is my
Tokyo
fourth one.
Ghoul. Okay, okay, okay.
The first two seasons, to be precise, the other seasons don't
Yeah.
exist to me. Okay, they don't exist.
I heard like, reading the manga makes it better, but I mean, of course it would. That just makes sense. But it's just like, again, they didn't have to do what they did to the anime, but they did it. They did that.
I haven't read the manga, but
Same. I
yeah,
haven't read it either.
first, yeah, first two seasons are my Tokyo
Understood.
Ghoul, and then my fifth one.
And final.
Gotta
Okay.
make this one good. Gotta make this one count, man. Gotta make this one count. I think I'm gonna go with the wholesome one, a very chilled anime. Let me go. Let's say Konosuba. Konosuba is my fifth one.
Chill anime. He chooses
You know,
Konosuba,
you,
bro.
the lineups of these animes. People can start looking at me weird, like, dude, DMTPA, what's wrong with you with these animes, man?
Like,
Look at all these
I
animes
mean,
are just.
it's not the worst one, because like there's people that, like, that were just saying like series from like the current season and shit like that. So I was like, you know, at least you chose something. It's like, at least you
Oh,
chose
yeah.
like something. It's like someone I know who did it, but I'm not gonna name names. You're just gonna go figure out. Someone chose like Lazarus from this current season by Mappa. It's like, damn. Damn, that shit's not even done yet, bro. Use something else.
It's not even done.
Yeah,
It's not even done yet. I was gonna exclaim that. I was like, what? It's just what? Like a few episodes, like in now. It's your favorite.
yeah. I
Come
don't know,
on,
man. I don't know. Like, I don't think like any of like the new series would be in my top 5 ever. To be honest, maybe, but they have to finish first. I can't, like, say that without finishing the shows. But yeah, all right.
Last
We
one's
got,
Konosuba.
yeah, Konosuba. Not not chill at all. Very wild, bro. Very wild, you mean.
It's funny. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, Konosuba is very funny. I'd say that, like, just in general, Overlord and Konosuba are easily in like the top 3 isekai of all time. But I don't know what the third would be. I feel like the third's like interchangeable. But like, I feel like Overlord has to be there, and Konosuba has to be there. But I don't know for other isekais. I mean, I guess we kind of have to put like Slime up there because of how popular it is.
Reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah, because of how popular it is. A lot of people watch that show. I feel like, in terms of popularity, that shit gotta be up there.
Me, I wouldn't put. For me, it's not there actually.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'd put Moonlit Fantasy. I don't know if you heard of it.
Yeah, I have watched it.
Yeah,
That's valid. That's valid. I'm only saying Slime because of the popularity, which, valid, but it's like, it's not, especially the recent season. No.
Yeah, it's more popular for sure. It's more popular,
but it's not better. It's like Slime is good, but it's not better than Moonlight Fantasy, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, me too.
At least, in like the later season, I'll say, like, season 1, 2, it was a good contender, but now it's not. I don't know. It's like, yeah, valid. Fucking Moonlight Fantasy banger. Damn, what other good isekais are there? Damn, what? I can't. I'm blanking on these. What the hell? Isekai anime. I watch so many. That's a problem. Like, I watch too many to remember any right now. The fuck. I like the Eminence and Shadow, but I wouldn't say top 5 at all. That was fire.
Yo, dog. I mean, it's in shadow. It's in my top 5, dog. It's in my top 5.
I'd say it's like it's right there. It's getting there because it's so dumb that it's really good.
How silly it is. That's why it's so good. How silly it is.
Yeah,
I love it.
Eminence and Shadow is good. What else is good? I wasn't a fan of Shield Hero, so I'll just mention that. What about you? Were you a fan of Shield Hero?
Nah.
Okay.
Honestly, I wasn't, man. I wasn't.
Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't even hate that girl, that redhead girl. I didn't hate her that much. I mean, there are a lot of shows where I hate characters, where you
Yeah.
make me hate the character, and I hate the character. I didn't hate her that much. It's just like that guy from Full Metal Brotherhood, Full Metal
Yeah.
Alchemist Brotherhood. The guy who turned his daughter into he mushed the dog and his daughter to one breed.
Oh yeah.
But I
Yeah.
hated that guy. I hate that guy. Okay,
Mhm.
the show made it
Mhm.
clear for us to hate the guy. No, hated the guy. The girl from the girl from Shield Hero. I didn't hate her as much. I just saw like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, you hate her, cool.
Yeah. Damn. What other good isekai? I think What's up here, bro? Damn.
Is this a sekai about these people? Lock Horizon. I love Lock Horizon.
You know,
Was an
I
interesting
watched I
sekai.
watched season 1 and I haven't watched like season 2 yet. You know, it's like just because I heard it went like kind of downhill after a while, but it's like again I haven't watched it, so I can't confirm. I cannot confirm.
It did.
It
It
did?
did. It did.
Oh,
It
I
did. Yeah,
see.
it
I
did.
see. And what's so good? I mean, I thought, outside of the main character, Mushoku Tensei was good. Like the main character in that one was not a good person, but the show, like the actual writing in that show was good.
The world building in Mushoku Tensei is awesome.
Yeah, like
I see the world building, the way they're building the world, all these characters.
yeah.
It's actually I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Rudy? No. 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 But I mean, I guess that's the point.
I,
Rudy's supposed to be a fucking terrible person, but I mean, he he could have not been a terrible person.
I did
But
not care for Rudy, man.
yeah, I know people love Ray Zero. You know, I like the first season. I never watched anything else from it.
I don't love ReZero. I hate it actually, to be
Damn.
exact.
I
I
mean,
hate it.
I thought the
The
first season
character.
was good, but that was it. I didn't watch
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
else.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. The first
That's
season,
gonna
and
get
then
so
you
much
would
hate.
think the main character, and you think the main character would learn from his from his past mistakes in season 2 and season 3, and then he doesn't. He makes the same mistakes. Like dog, I got so
I
irritated,
know.
man. I was like, nigga,
I
anything you do isn't gonna work. Try something different.
You know what?
Oh,
I know. I
dog.
know. People say like Ray Zero is probably like one of like the best written series ever. I just haven't found it yet, bro. I haven't found what y'all are seeing yet, bro. I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry,
hate it.
bro. I'm
I
sorry,
hate it,
bro.
dog. I hate it.
You know, I mean, I don't hate it because I haven't watched season 2. But it's like I also just like I'm not interested in watching season 2. I guess it's like that. I'm not interested anymore. I think it's because I like when I watched season 1, it took like 4 years or whatever to get season 2 out. And I just lost all interest. I think that's how I lost interest in the show. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Dog,
Um.
I'm I'm a type of guy who can endure an entire season of an anime. If you're all saying it's good, okay, cool. I'm gonna watch an entire season, even if it's 64 episodes. I'm gonna watch the entire season,
Yeah.
and then tell you, yo, dog, it's crap. Don't like it. Maybe it's your maybe it's your cup of tea, but it ain't
Yeah.
mine. Same
Yeah.
thing. Same thing with see Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer is a good anime. I looked at season 1, but I didn't understand the hype behind it.
Yeah. I mean, it looked good.
I was like, yeah, it's good, but it's not my cup of tea. It's your guys' cup of tea.
Hmm.
Like, I,
I agree with
I
that.
don't just watch 3 episodes and then agree that and then say it's crap. But I
Oh.
watched the entire thing to understand is it good or not. Man, I didn't like ReZero,
Yeah.
man. I even watched the
Understandable.
second season to see if he's gonna learn from his mistakes and
Hmm.
do different and be a good character and then develop the character as to be something. He
Yeah.
didn't. He didn't. Man,
Hmm.
oh man, even thinking about it, it's just
Yeah.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
I think we should end up the video. Okay, it's almost been an hour. The video anyway. So long ass talk about what did we talk about? Marvel and Isekai for probably the longest portions of this video. So yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you coming on here, DMTPA, for the video. Been absolutely great talking to you. So funny, bro. But yeah. We're gonna wrap this up later.